48 only.
Oh, here we go, ladies, gents, teddy bears. A very warm welcome to the first day of the month. I know, it's 1st of May. Welcome to your favourite base and place. It is indeed home of the 48 Fighter Wing. It is indeed RAF Lakenheath with its 4 combat ready fighter squadrons. The 492nd Fighter Squadron, the Mad Hatters, locally known as the Bowlers, who fly the F-15E Strike Eagle guns up. We've also got the 493rd Fighter Squadron, the Grim Reapers. You got to fear them, fear the Reaper of the F-35A. They're the latest to have converted to the F-35A in 2022, saying goodbye to their F-15 C and D models. Next up, we got the 494th Fighter Squadron, the Panthers Bleed Red, who also fly the F-15E Strike Eagle. And last but not least, a squadron that made RAF Lakenheath and the 48 Fighter Wing the first unit to operate of USAF, the F-35A, the Valkyries, the 495th Fighter Squadron, who brought the F-35A that you can hear in the background, as well as all the other noise from this MRAPs. Oh yeah, check that, some beats. They arrived on the 15th of December 2021 with the F-35A. So we've got 4 fighter squadrons, but a wing is not made up of just fighting squadrons. Of course, we got the 48th Medical, we got the 48th Civil Engineer Squadron, we got the 48th OSS Operation Support Squadron, 48th Medical. It goes on and on. Lots of roles that make up an Air Force, a family, a unit, a team. And a big shout out to all roles. Fighter Generation Squadrons with their armourers, technicians, their engine techs. It is absolutely amazing when we talk about all the roles. RAF Lakenheath Fire Department, OSI, LE, all the law enforcement that protect and unite all assets together to keep them safe, keep them secure, keep it locked, keep it real, isn't it? As they say back in the days of my youth. And I used to listen to a lot of house music and drum and bass, etc. with my Ford Escort XR3i convertible. Brilliant, you know how it is. Anyway, enough of that. Welcome to the show. Hope we're all good and well. My name's Nikos, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show. Ted, where are you, mate? Ted's got a new flag, which I don't think lasts very, very long in the wind. It's not as windy as it has been today. I'm a bit fortunate at the moment. Here he is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby, on the controls. Ted, how you doing, mate? You good? Yeah, you excited? Yeah? Ted's quite excited. He's got his brand new, spanking new Stars and Stripes. He's got his new flag, and he's quite excited. He always gets excited every time we go live, and I hope you are too. Don't forget to hit the like button. You've been cleared to start on the like button. Let's do this. Let's ride. And welcome to the show, ladies and teddy bears. Hope we're all good. So, how are you doing, man?
Hello, mate.
Yeah, I didn't see you there, man. You all right, yeah?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, man.
Long time.
Yes, mate. Yeah. Startups.
Yeah, mate.
They're all good. Just ready and waiting for them to taxi.
Work. I just managed
Yeah,
to get
bless
on
you.
there,
Are.
you know what I mean? Oh, all right. Yeah, you? Right. Yeah.
So the engine that you can hear spooling and whistling. Oh, nice. More startups. That's, first of all, the aircraft itself is the F-35A. The A variant, the CTOL version, the 9G pull-in, 43,000 pounds of thrust pushing, Mach 1.3 speed in, 9G pull-in, 18,000 pounds of payload carrying F-35A stealth, 5th generation fighter. It can do all that. the engine and it's a single engine. It's a huge turbofan. It is the Pratt & Whitney F-135 PW100. Produces a whopping 43,000 pounds of thrust. And another startup. There's been quite a few, I'll be honest with you. That's quite a lot. So look forward to that.
Just looking out. Yeah. Yeah, so well.
Not sure if that was a bit of a howl from an F-15 there, but nevertheless, it's definitely F-35s that we got. Trouble is on the way. We've got runway 05 in use currently, which means they'll be coming towards us. So for the fans of that, which is nice, this is why we stay in the same spot and you get the best of both. A bit like Hovis, best of both. Other breads are available. That is a station that was built in 1941, serving as a satellite station for RAF Mildenhall. The only two aircraft, so be it, with the exception of the variants, were only the Vickers Wellington and the Short Stirling that were operating here of the RAF. It was a RAF satellite station. It did have its own independence as a station, separating itself and functioning independently from Mildenhall. It was 1943, I believe, but carried out several missions. 149 Squadron especially, and 199 Squadron, who made Lakenheath their home, and that was right up until the end of the war, until the base and place, the station, finally closed for runway upgrades. It was selected, like Marham and Sculthorpe, to be a VHB, very heavy bomber base, to make room for heavy aircraft such as the B-29, or so be it the Boeing Washington. Took over 2 years to do that, which is actually quite a long time, considering it doesn't usually take that long. And as we transition to 1948 and a new host, it was indeed the United States Air Force. So that was from 1948. So you could say from 1941 to 1948 was Royal Air Force use, and then 1948 to today has been a United States Air Force, still owned by the Royal Air Force, hence the title Royal Air Force. It is indeed used by the United States Air Force and has been ever since. And it's amazing to have a fighter station that's still here, you know, from what's left from World War II. You know, we're going back to 1940s when 250 United States citizens left America to fight for freedom, even though it was against the law to fight for another country, as in to enlist and enroll for another air force or any sector of the armed forces. 250 men came to the UK and formed, with approval, their own Eagle squadrons, ladies, gents, teddy bears. I know, right? How amazing is that? Eagle squadrons. First of all, flying the Master. I know, pretty amazing, right? And then eventually Hurricane, and then Spitfire.
That's a good idea, but isn't it?
Yeah.
Sun out there.
Yeah, it just cools it down in there, keeps the glare.
Heats up, doesn't it, for the windscreen cooler?
Yeah, it does the job. So they were given their own squadrons, the Eagle squadrons, and although you may not know the names, you will do when they transitioned. You will find them at Curtin and Lindsey, Martlesham, Debden, and it was 71 Squadron who formed first in the thick of the Battle of Britain. Number 71 Squadron. Oh, okay, thank you.
car.
And then 121 and 133 also formed at Coltershore. And without spoiling it, you can check out the full history of the Eagle squadrons. But there was one bit of a problem, because in 1942 and 43, the problem was when the United States Army Air Force arrived in the UK, there was a bit of a problem. But they were pardoned. But there was another problem. The Royal Air Force were about to lose 3 squadrons. There needed to be some sort of trade-off. Well, the squadrons changed numbers. 334, the 334th were 71 Squadron, the 335th were 121, and the 336 were 133. Now, you may know those numbers, the 334, 335th, 336. They were allocated to the 4th Fighter Group. They were worried that they were going to go to other areas of the war around the world because of their experience. You've got to remember, these were the most experienced fighters of the United States Army Air Force, because they already had 3 years of experience under the belt. But so be it. Of the 250 men, there are only 4 of the original that were still alive. Rest in peace to the brave souls of the other 246. They were allowed to wear their Eagle Squadron patch on their uniform, and they were given equivalent rankings as well. Eugene Tobin, Vernon Kioff, Vernon Charles Shorty Kioff, service number 81620. They were the first 3 Eagle Squadrons members were Vernon and Andrew B. Mamadoff and Eugene Quimby Red Tobin as well, legends. Also Colonel Donald Blakesley, a pilot of 121 and 133 squadrons during 1942. He made 120 sorties, claiming 3 aerial kills. He became a deputy commander of the 4th Fighter Group as well. There were a number of notable pilots. Art Donahue, DFC, as well. Captain Don Gentile, Blakesley, of course, as we mentioned. Peterson. And then you've got, you know, nearby other fighter stations today. So from the very first aircraft that landed here, the Vickers Wellington, to the latest and greatest F-35A. I mean, what a transition. I mean, think of all that technology from a Wellington to an F-35A. It's quite when you put it like that, it's mind blowing.
It's like difference, yeah.
It is very mind blowing. Very mind blowing. You know, imagine going back in time, speaking to 149 Squadron and going, this is what's going to happen in 80 years' time. You're going to be flying one of these. It's going to be something. But RAF Lakenheath isn't the only United States Air Force base in Britain. We've got neighbouring Feltwell. Now, although it doesn't have a runway today, it did have at one point. It's only 5 miles to my 5 o'clock. You've also got RAF Mildenhall, which serves as a gas station of the skies, along with its other 2 units of special forces, special operations, and of course a detachment of 95th. reconnaissance squadron.
Yeah, it's got a sabre band.
You've also got Fairford,
These ones I use
Crawton, Menwith Hill. Is it Molesworth as well? Alconbury is just hanging in there. I don't know how long for. So it's got probably a couple of offices left and a salmon shop probably.
They just keep giving me a new car, new car. Okay, when we got it, that was the day before we went to college. Big blow, my
And the 48th, with their history, started life on the 15th of January 1941 with very different names, of course, as we mentioned before. I'll give you possibly the full history later on. But during the Second World War, they had an extremely iconic aircraft. And it was indeed the P-47 Thunderbolt of the 14,000 sorties of the Normandy campaign. The 48th not only took part in every major part of the liberation of France, they were allocated to the 9th Air Force under the command of, they were assigned to the 70th Fighter Wing, and it was only the 3 squadrons that made it to England. It started off at RAF Ibsley. Now, I know we've all heard of the mighty 8th, the 8th Air Force, but they were doing they had a different type of role to the 9th Air Force. 9th Air Force were more close air support, securing the army, giving close air support to the army, taking out tanks, gun positions, basically a GR4. Or, to keep it more connected to World War II, same kind of role as the Hawker Typhoon. How about that? Something like that. Ground attack. They would carry out reconnaissance, close air support, taking out railways, light vehicles, that kind of thing. Whereas the mighty 8th would do more strategic bombing factories and plants, that kind of thing. So the 9th Air Force were not only flying fighters, but they also had C-47s as well, taking those brave men and dropping them off via parachutes. I mean that's another form of bravery in its own right. You know, being in a C-47 unarmed with some of the most bravest men just been dropped off. Amazing, isn't it? But the P-47 Thunderbolt, ladies and teddy bears, was their weapon of choice. 2,000 sorties that they took part in. Of those 14,000, they were awarded Distinguished Unit citations as well, from Operation Lumberjack to Market Garden. Right, sounds like trouble's on the move. Well, that sounds different. That sounds different, doesn't it? I don't know what that was, but sound can do the most remarkable things. And so the pilots would have done their checklist. They would have done their pre-startup checks as well. Don't forget to do yours. Do hit the like button. Do give us a thumbs up. It does help the stream get out there. So now's your chance to hit the like button before the action starts. Oh yeah, there you go, lovely sound of that Pratt & Whitney engine. Welcome to the show. Wendy Loves Planes, Mark Moody, Lorraine, Fritz, Stuart Skeggs, Margot, Batter Purple, Whiskey Wobbler, Aryan, Christopher Neal. Members, how you all doing? Hope you're all good out there. Alan Q, good morning. How's it going? Margot. Who else have we got in here? Yeah, let's do this. Come on. So they are taxiing now. So we should see them in just a moment.
Always forget about that.
Aspen, what up? Jeff at AGR Models, how you doing, man? Bobby, how's it going? Oi, oi, to you. Hope we're all good. Hank for Huel Phantom Fanatic, Alan Burden, very good morning. Gary, how you doing? All to you. Susan W, Susan Bloy, Bobby, thank you very much. Graham Dicker, Anthony, how you doing? Sylvester, let's get this riding. Charlie Haynes, oi oi.
Yeah, we've got.
So will we see quick climbs? So quick climbs do need to be requested. They can't just go out and do a quick climb. If you've got any questions about the quick climbs and unrestricted climbs, they are the same thing, by the way. And unrestricted climbs is a bit of a misconception about unrestricted climbs, probably due to Hollywood movies. Unrestricted climbs does not mean you can go as high as you can, as you want. That is absolutely incorrect. It is still restricted to a flight level. Okay, so that's why you may hear cleared to an unrestricted climb, cleared to a flight level of 150, for example, which is 15,000 feet. And you're probably thinking, well, why? It's the climb rate. You are now getting an aircraft going about to do 450 miles an hour across that runway, and that climb rate is going to be severe and savage in a good way. Pilots will pull between 5 and 7 G here. And what it is, if you haven't got the thrust to weight ratio of a Eurofighter, for example, then what you do, you literally full afterburner and try to achieve speeds of 450 miles per hour before you pull up. Aircraft with a 1:1 thrust to weight ratio or more are able to accelerate vertically from speeds of just 185 miles per hour and just from 8 to 10 seconds from brakes release, for example. The F-35A weighs just 29,000 pound empty. It's got 43,000 pounds of thrust. Now when you start adding fuel, a little bit of payload, you're gonna go over your 43,000, which means you've got less thrust to weight ratio. But don't worry. Can you make the F-35A a 1:1 and above? Yes, you just add 50% of fuel instead of all that 18,000 pound of fuel that you can put in there. Just have to put 50%. If you do that, you're going to have a thrust to weight ratio of about 1.07, which means you could actually accelerate vertically from speeds of pulling up from about 200, 250 miles per hour. Yes, you can. So it's remarkable. So runway 05 in use. We've got 4 F-35s parked up happily over there. Let's see how many we got. And another one. So we've got definitely going to have at least more than well, at least 5 anyway. So we've got 4 on the EOR just holding there, awaiting for clearance. Okay, so the tank has just left the area.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, we didn't come to the 80s.
Six, seven F-35s now. So aircraft will climb to what's called a flight level. Okay, so all you've got to do is add 2 zeros. Even on, not just for departures, you may hear just descend into flight level 30, that's 3,000 feet. You just add 2 zeros to give you an idea of the altitude. All right, hope that makes sense. And the thing is, the reason why they need to be cleared is the fact that you have other traffic in the skies, other aircraft going about their way, just doing their thing. And this time, RAPCON, who are the Lakenheath Tower, the crew at the 48th Operations Support Squadron's RAPCON, Radar Approach Control, what it stands for, in there. Big shout out to RAPCON, how you all doing in there, in the 15-degree slanted tinted windows there of the LN Tower, who manage both Mildenhall traffic and Lakenheath traffic through civilian and military traffic around the East Anglia region. So what they have to do now is to make sure that the aircraft will be able to depart safely and keep the others safe from aircraft that are about to pull up from 450 miles per hour and then accelerating up to probably 500-600. To put that into perspective, if they are going low flying, usually it's about 420 knots, about 7 miles a minute, to give you an idea. Someone did ask me, is there a speed limit in, let's say, the Lake District or Macloop? There is, sort of. It's about, they go 420 knots, they can go up to 550 miles per hour, if you want it in miles per hour. They can go up to about 550. I don't think you really want to go faster than that, but you can do, but you'll need to get clearance to go above 550. So you're looking at around about 450, 550 miles per hour. 420 miles per hour is about 7, is about right, it's about 7 miles a minute. So we've got 1, 2, 3 on the left EOR. So quick climb, unrestricted climb, what is it? Well, at the 48th, it is very, very common to request quick climb. They are the same thing as an unrestricted climb, by the way. Those that don't know, it's just very common. In fact, a lot of the United States Air Forces are now requesting quick climbs rather than unrestricted climb. Just the way it is. I guess as they move from base to place, you're gonna get that. Here we go. First wake-up call is about to happen. Well, for those that have never experienced anything like it, well, get ready. Oh man, why did it suddenly start getting windy now, eh? Let me just do a quick little pan check. Here we go, let's ride. So when you're buying security systems for your vehicles, you do need to check the small print that it does actually protect you against F-35s.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got. There's a sail there, isn't it? If it does, you know, you cover the heads.
Because obviously that wasn't in the contract, the F-35s. You know, you're protecting against, you know, vehicle damage from lorries and theft. But the F-35s are clearly destroying the car alarms there now. Right, looks like we got I can see 3 F-35s on the left, on the south EOR 05. The only problem is modern day cars, even if you lock them with the key, they activate the alarm, some of them. I know Claire's does sometimes, which I remember when Claire usually runs off to go and get some something from a shop, locks us in because it's Peterborough, you know. And then me and Kimberly have to stay totally still. But we have worked out there is a button that you can press. I think it's the pet mode, so that you can, you know, have pets in there. So Kimberly and I are now classed as pets. But there we go.
It's so true there, because I go now and again and it's things happening on the street, like, what is it?
Yeah, I know.
You know, yeah.
I know, mate, I know. How we all doing? Hope we're all good. Captain A, what up? How we doing? Hope you're good. Aspen, Lundy Gruffalo, good to see you on here. Julie Beard, how's all our regulars? Not Captain Weber, Remco de Vray, how are we all doing? I think on everyone's little videos that they've made, I've got Mark's car alarm going off in the background. Mad Mark is about, and his famous. See, I thought his name was Mr. Greenford, but his name he put Mark Greenford, but it sounds like a surname, Greenford. Anyway, rest in peace, car alarms. I do have the battery backup if anyone needs it. Solve 69 NZ, how you doing? Mark Moody, Battle Purple, what's going on? And that is. Welcome to RAF Lakenheath, home at the moment of a lot of smiles and dead car alarms. Oh, right. So at the moment, it's just these 3 to go. Oh, one is on the move. Is it a free ship or is it a singleton? Let's find out. Looks like a 2 ship at the moment. That one's staying there for a sec. Alright, here we go. It's time to ride. 6 quick climbs today. We've got another F-35. So it could be a singleton, or it could be just waiting for another aircraft for its flight. .2k watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, ladies, gents and teddy bears. Yeah, so G's pulled are between 5 to 7 G's. Speeds around 420, 450 miles per hour. Again, this is not generic. It depends on the pilot. With regards to speeds, it could be 400 miles per hour. Anything between 400 to 450 would be about right before pulling up. And that's why when you got the Typhoon's performance takeoff, the maximum G's ever pulled, maximum, even if they even get to that, is 2G, because they are rotating from 8 seconds from brakes release. Speeds there are about 185 miles per hour, and what they're doing, they're pulling up 50 degree, 60 degree vertical climbing, and then so it's it's 185 miles per hour as opposed to 450. That is some big difference. But the thing is, with the Typhoon, it's accelerating while they're already in 50, 60 degree vertical. And probably the most G pulled will be probably on the turnout. So powered by Pratt & Whitney's F-135 PW100. 43,000 pounds of thrust in a machine that weighs just over 29,000 pounds. It does have a thrust to weight ratio of just under 1. It's about 0.97 when it's fully fueled and goodied up, if that is even a terminology, but you know what I mean. And the thing is, the acceleration on the F-35A is amazing. Don't be fooled by max speed. Max speed doesn't tell you the acceleration. It's a very different thing. When I used to work in the garage many years ago, if you played around with the gearbox, if you lowered the max speed, you actually increase the acceleration. But there are plenty of things to make you quicker. Weight reduction. I remember my track day car. Basically, you take your vehicle, obviously disclaimer, please don't do it unless you are going track day, but if you were to take out all your seats, apart from yours, the driver's seat, if you were to take out the door cards, even if you took off the bonnet, I've seen some race track days without bonnets on, and if you were to weigh those seats and all the interior that you don't really need, even the radio, I think, do you know, funny thing, Honda, little fun fact, Honda Integra Type R, they were even considering not even having a radio just to save a few pounds. But if you were to weigh all that, and then if you were to drive your car before and after, you will notice it's quicker because of the weight. It is literally thrust to weight or power to weight on cars, and that's exactly what the essence of Formula One or track day is all about. Power against weight, and that's exactly what this does. And the thing is, with the Pratt & Whitney engine and its technology, it's got a lot of loiter time. This is the thing with the F-35. It's stealth 5th generation. It is multi-role. Can use it stealth if it wants to, or not. It being defense doesn't really matter. It's got a low radar cross section anyway. And aerial combat, for those that are interested in the type of range of speeds that they engage in aerial combat, should they do it, it's only you'd be surprised, it's not like Mach 2 plus, it's actually 0.8 to 1.2. So, you know, and not only that, you are really making yourself quite economical at the same time, as well as effective. So we're just waiting for this next flight to go out.
Yeah.
I think there is another startup, so possibly waiting for another aircraft to join it. Morning, man. So aircraft could be waiting for a number of reasons. This aircraft could be troubleshooting. It could be waiting for an aircraft that had tech issues and just waiting for a spare. Could be waiting for another aircraft to join it. Could be waiting for a tanker. It could be waiting for, you could say, infinite amount of reasons. We don't know. It's not our business to know. It's just what it is. Could be waiting for traffic to clear the skies. Could be waiting for a change of plan, because if for example, if it was going, let's say for example, if it was going low level, let's say it was going to the Lake District and the weather was bad, they can't just fly anywhere they want. They would need to resubmit a new flight plan. Okay, here we go. I think there's a spare taxiing out to come and join it. So again, the pattern at the moment has been F-35s on Fridays and no F-15s. That's kind of the pattern, but this is military. There's not going to be a set pattern, so expect the unexpected. But don't forget the excitement of having the low approaches as well is always good as well, isn't it? We may even get to hear the howl, like a Vulcan style howl. I'll say Vulcan style because obviously it's a different aircraft, but it does bring back memories of the howl of the Vulcan, for those that remember the Vulcan.
Very well.
Oh yes, there's a few really prominent nods there, prominent nods. Yeah, I remember that distinctive sound that it had.
I lived there.
Oh wow.
All right.
At my school. Yeah. Legend.
Leslie Booth, how you doing? Dr. Soda, Alan Q, David Duff, Alex Raven, Steve Evans, Dieter. T Sully, how you doing? Good morning to you. How you doing, T Sully? Oi oi. Oh man, how you doing, Mr. Sullivan? Hope you're good, man. Missing you, mate. Missing you. Hope you're well. Stuart Skeggs, what up? How you doing, man? Hope you're good. Hope to see all of you at air shows this year. It's always good fun to see you all, or even here or wherever, any base in place. Good, man. Good to hear you. Good to hear you. Someone's asking, I'll tell you what. It's pretty cool. How are we doing? So someone's actually, do you know what? I do actually have a pilot suit with me. Believe it or not, I do. And someone's just asked me about a G suit. I haven't actually got a G suit with me, but I do have the pilot suit. Now, when you're experiencing G, so naturally, right, we're all experiencing 1G. Okay, so it's a very good question, by the way. And it is good because if you don't understand the whole point of why things, or even why pilots tense as well, they're trained to tense, they're even force-fed oxygen automatically when they're pulling a lot of G. Now, what is G? Well, first of all, we're all experiencing, unless you're flying, of course, 1G. That is what G means, force of gravity. That is how it's spelled in science. Okay, we're all experiencing 1G. So 2G means that you are experiencing twice the force of gravity. I want you to think about what's going on inside your body. The blood is just, flowing away, but it has been pulled, all right? It has actually naturally been pulled by 1G, the blood flow, especially when you stood up, okay? But when you sat down and then you stand up, that blood has been kind of stored, and the blood's just rushing up to your head into the brain, and it can make you feel a bit whoa. Right, so when you're pulling free, 4G means you now weigh, if you think about it, I know it's not flattering, you now weigh 4 times than what you do. 9G means you now weigh, I don't know, a Formula 1 racing car or something. You weigh 9 times. That is the force of gravity. So when you're pulling 9G, that means your blood is going to get pulled and just pulled down literally to your feet. Imagine, our bodies aren't naturally made for that. So to stop all that blood from going all the way down to your feet, and then when you're back to 1G again, that is going to go all the way up to your head and actually make you pass out, okay? You will have loss of consciousness. So the G suit or anti-G suit, what that does, it actually inflates. It's got like, on the Typhoon, you'll notice almost like a horseshoe harness or a bladder around the pilot. Have you ever seen that? Around by the shoulders, down to the sides of the chest. And what that does, it inflates, okay? And it also inflates these, like bladders, should we call it, around the legs and abdomens, and also the pilot would have been trained. Let me just get these. And what that does, it stops and prevents the pressure, okay? The pressure prevents blood from pooling into the feet and legs, which forcing it back towards the brain to prevent G-induced loss of consciousness. All right, so it's actually controlling the blood, technically, and to stop it from, you could say, escaping or pooling up and then storing up and then going back up to your brain, which is going to make you lose consciousness. It's trying to keep it, because if you've got all that blood just suddenly been shot down to your feet, well, you've got no blood, all right, in your brain area, and if you've got no blood, you've got no oxygen, and you will pass out, loss of consciousness. So the G suit inflates, a bit like when you have your blood pressure done. Can you feel that pressure, that tightening? Anyway, first of all, let's see this. give it some. Now that's the adrenaline rush going there, right there. Beautiful. So yes, so if you think about all that blood just pooling down straight down to your feet, especially on 9G, you're going to need to try to stop that, because blood carries oxygen, right? Okay, so you are going to pass out, okay, lack of oxygen, which is why you are force fed oxygen as well with your through your oxygen mask as well. So I hope that made sense. So you know that pressure, when you have your blood pressure, it's kind of like inflates, and in your legs, in your abdomen. Pilots also train to tense. It's to try to stop that blood from just pooling down straight down to your feet. All right, I hope that made sense. So negative G basically is the other way around. You've now got, and it is extremely painful, you've now got all that blood going the other way. So we're all experiencing gravity pulling from our, pulling our feet down, basically. You could feel it. But negative G is when you have the blood and experiencing G as though force of gravity is from your head, if that makes sense. So it's going the other way. So -1 is experiencing one force of gravity, but the other way. So all that blood now is not on your feet, it's going all the way to your head. With that much blood all to your head, you're going to end up seeing red, and you're going to end up going grey and passing out again. -2G, again, that's twice the force of gravity, but minus again the other way. If you ever see in-flight cockpit footage of fighter pilots doing demos and displays, you can tell they're experiencing negative G because their tassels are pointing upwards. Obviously gravity is going the other way. -3G, -3G, oh, that is probably one of the most excruciating. You weigh 3 times, but as though the gravity pull is from your head rather than your feet. It's quite nasty, which is why I've seen, I'll use the F-35 for example, which is why you may have seen a little social media video of someone, there's F-35A here. You may have seen a social media video of someone, I guess they're in some sort of like civilian airliner, and they said, oh, that's quite fancy. The F-35 went inverted, obviously without the landing gear, went inverted and then dived down. That is actually the way you descend quickly. I'll tell you why. If you were to bunt the aircraft straight down like that, the blood is going to go one way, and that's up. That's negative G. When you do that, that is a negative G dive, when you dive down really quickly. I've been asked this before, and it's a valid question. Well, what about when they descend to land? Are they experiencing negative G? No, it's when you do this really quickly at speed. When you bunt the aircraft down like that, the blood's going straight up to your head, and that's going to hurt. So the way you do that, invert and do it. That way, the blood is rushing to your feet, not your head. Does that make sense? And that's the way you dive down. So there you go, a little bit of fact for you on that one. There's our nice little F-35A, which if you've got any questions about the F-35A, do let me know. I'll tell you all about it. Unless it's classified, of course. Right, so that's 8 that are never too late. They've headed for the skies. It's a lovely day for flying today, not a cloud in sight, believe it or not. Beautiful. Paul L, yes, it's automatic. Yeah, it does. It's automatic, correct. Sorry, I didn't tell you that. It is automatic, yes indeed.
Yeah, we are just putting an extra one in. Three together now.
It's only getting slimmer on butt, but it's all about.
The one comes off the plate, set off the factory, and then one by the greenhouse.
That's the one, yeah.
You've done the drive. You like the aeroplane when you drive.
So I do actually have a pilot suit with me today, believe it or not. Oh, if you'd like to see it, let me know. I'll show you. Hasn't got the G like that horseshoe on the that comes with it, but it is a a display pilot's suit, which I can show you if you want to see it. If you want to see it, let me know. It's oh yes, you might recognise the pilot. Has his name on there. If you want to see a pilot suit, let me know. Put it in the comments, and I'll have to show you it from the ground.
They just load it up for her in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good? Yeah.
Yeah, you go and see your dad.
Okay, so
Yep.
right, if you give me a second, I will. What I'll do, I'll show you the pilot suit. If I put it over, maybe I'll put it over here. Is that going to be all right? Hopefully, I'll be able to. Hopefully, the camera doesn't fall off. Right, if you give me a second, I'll go and show you it. One sec.
There you go.
Right, I want to see the pilot suit.
How are you, buddy?
Hey man, how you doing? All right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
Mr. B.
Hello.
And,
see you, mate.
so you may get some passers-by on that bit. Right, where am I? Just about here. So I've got I think I could see myself on here. So I've got a pilot suit. Wanted to see it. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. A genuine RAF Typhoon display pilot suit. And who is this year's Red 2. Flight Lieutenant Matt Brighty. A genuine suit. He's probably going to phone me and ask me why I've got it and why it's missing from his wardrobe, but never mind. So there we go. Pretty cool. Obviously, a very important pen holder for autographs. You got the. So what's missing is the G suit part of it. Okay, which I'll see if I can get one. Leave it with me.
So are these going to be available on
No.
We'll all have one.
No. No, they won't be available, unfortunately. Well, maybe I can get one. We do have some on auction sometimes at the Ted party, but. Well, I hope you got to see that, all right?
Yeah.
Peter, that is correct. Yes, so you may have noticed at Coningsby, for example, some of the helmets have. Do you remember the old cartoons when Calamity Sam used to get bashed on the head, or any cartoon character gets bashed on the head? They have a little bobble on their head every time. Okay, so there's a helmet called the Striker helmet, and those are not fancy looking. They have little antennas in there, I'd say, bits of technology in them that allow the pilot to actually see through the aircraft, and the pilot can lock onto targets as well with that. It's very, very amazing. It is the, as they called it in at Coningsby, the Gucci of helmets. and it's amazing to be able to see, literally, as someone mentioned, 360. It's not like X-ray vision. It's to do with all the cameras and technology that can actually allow the pilot to see through in real time through the aircraft, lock onto targets and do their thing. It's pretty spectacular stuff, correct. BAE Systems will take a scan of your head. If you ever read Mike Sutton's book called Typhoon, him and his one of his colleagues were laughing at the BAE Systems pilot because of the way they were, you know, they thought they were coming from Tornado, basically, a good old classic tank of the skies, and then going on to something pretty and fancy, such as the Tornado, and sorry, Typhoon. And there we go. Doing John Minter as well. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, if you were to say that, what, even just 20, 30, 40 years ago, that there's a helmet that you can lock onto targets with, it just sounds science fiction, but in essence it is very much real. Kiwi Susie, you are most welcome. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? So these are those were F-35As, and a lot of people not too familiar with the differences. Well, first of all, the F-35A, flown by the United States Air Force, they don't fly the B or the C. But how can you tell the difference if you were to just quickly look? Well, first of all, I do happen to have a B variant and the A variant. There we go. And first of all, what you want to look out for, first of all, okay, sadly they're not to scale. I wish they were to scale, because it'd be, it'd just be better to show you them to scale. The first thing that is so, what's the word I'm looking for? So dominant and that sticks out like a sore cannon is the cannon. This contour, I know the light isn't on my side at the moment. Here we go. Look at that cannon. This is the GA-22A, a 25mm cannon, a 4-barrel cannon there, and it's absolutely amazing. About 3,300 rounds per minute, and it is muzzle velocity is about 1,085 meters per second. The F-35B and the C, so this is our B variant, you can see it's missing. It doesn't have one. So that's the first thing that you want to have a look at. You can even see it sticking out there. On here, it doesn't have it at all. Okay, so the cannon you want to look out for. The B and the C can actually have an external mounted one on the belly. I've got blue tack for mine, for my defensive office duties. But the A variant, look at that, massive. The other thing is, well, not so easy to spot, but now that I show you, you now know what to look out for. If you look at the A variant from front on, apart from the cannon, which you might spot, but it depends on the angle, you will notice it's almost like a bubble canopy, where if you look at the B, it's hugged, almost like it's wearing a hoodie. Can you see that? It's like it's wearing a hoodie because of the lift fan, the lift system at the back, with its auxiliary air intake, and then the lift fan hood itself. All right, so that's another one. The other thing as well, it's underneath. Look at this here, this contour, this massive contour here that sticks out. That is the arrestor hook. The A variant has an arrestor hook, the B variant doesn't, and you can actually see that like this. Look, if I was to show you, not that you're going to see it like that, but if you have a look, can you see the differences straight away? Oh, thank you. So when you see it, there's another piece of Lockheed that's just come off. It's always that bit. So when you see it from this side, look, you look at that and that, you can see the differences on the back. Major difference. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? That's another one. All right. And I need to now go to my local Lockheed dealership and have a bit of servicing on that as well. It looks like we've got 2 bits that have come off. Here and here. Oh, I've got them though. That's all right. Thank you. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, it's so much better on my look at that. Don't know if you can see that. So part of the targeting system, plastic. I do like that. I do like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, if you have bought your loved one a piece of sapphire jewellery, then you could say that you've bought them a piece of F-35. I know. And this lovely gemstone right underneath here, which looks like a nice bit of, you know, strengthened glass, it's actually a precious gemstone. It is indeed made of sapphire, and the reason for sapphire are probably 2 things. These are just my guesses. One, that it has a Moss scale of hardness. That's right, there is a scale of hardness. Diamond is 10, ruby, sapphire is 9, I think chalk is 3, tektite is 4. I know, these are just because I love, you know, I love gemstones. My favourite is amber, by the way. Okay, so, and the other thing as well, it has a low radar return as well. But this is the electro-optical targeting system, or EOTS for short, and it's on the F-35 range. All right. It is a high-performance, lightweight, multi-function system, and what it does, it provides the air-to-air and air-to-surface targeting capability, which will indeed link with the pilot's helmet as well, so they too can start locking onto targets using their amazing helmet. I think it's called is it an MDU, mounted display unit? I think that's what they call it. It's basically done in a way that it's low drag, stealthy, with its sapphire durable window, and it's linked to and integrated to the central computer through a high-speed fiber optic interface. Okay, so that is pretty amazing, and I think that's why, again, just a guess, just thinking this out, I think this is why the landing gear on the F-35 swings this way to close and outwards this way. I think the mechanism is probably under here rather than it's just a guess. This little double hexagon thing here, that's where your ladder is. Hello. Climb in. It's got an onboard ladder. I know, I mean, you've got to have an onboard ladder, surely. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So it's basically a sensor, and it's got forward-looking infrared and infrared search and track. So it is like the Typhoon's IRST as well. So that's probably another way. So what that does, it gives them infrared search and track as well, and it enhances the pilot's situational awareness as well, and allows the pilot to identify any areas of interest, perform reconnaissance, deliver laser and GPS guided weapons. So when they're at Hull Beach and they got some, because the F-35 has 4 internal hard points and 6 external, so it can use that for because obviously it doesn't have a laser guided pod, so this also is a guided pod as well. It's amazing. So it does that. So it's a guided pod for guided ordnance, using laser or guided. It search and tracks infrared. It's actually quite amazing if you think about it, that does that for that. It really is an amazing piece of equipment. But there we go. That's another extra thing. I don't go too much into detail about the EOTS, but today I thought, do you know what? It's time. Normally I'll give you a full details of the DAS system. The DAS system, again, that's probably one of my favourite. Chris, that is funny. Going. They were good, nice quick times, weren't they?
Yeah, lovely. Was it 8?
8, yeah. Yeah, we're getting good, you know. This is two out of 2 weeks that we've got the numbers right. I think it's because they've been less than 10. Well, when it gets double figures, yeah, I know. When it gets more than your digits.
Start.
I know.
When they come back,
How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Give me 1 second. Now, yesterday we nearly had, I nearly did a bit of a moment, so if the screen just disappears for a minute, it's me having a moment. Hang on a minute. I pulled the battery out without turning on the power, which means black screen, no power. Yeah. So just bear with it a moment. We all have these moments. Here we go. Yep, it's fine. We're good. We're not going to have the black screen moment. It happens now and again. There we go.
how long have you been doing this?
No. I still do it now and again. I've been doing it for a while. Warming up nice.
Get it, isn't it?
Right, how we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good. And yeah, it's always nice coming here on a Friday. It's just a great way to just go into the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be rightly today, I think. You never know. Let's hear that. Finished that.
Me too.
Yeah. Got to start with it.
Noxie-ish, how you doing? Hope you're good. Christopher, Neil. Again, this is military aviation. I know people don't read the post, the pinned comment. This is military aviation. This is not like Gatwick, Stansted, or or Heathrow Airport, where all the departures are conveniently there for everyone's leisure. This is literally men and women protecting airspace. This is military. Nothing is scheduled to the public. You just turn up and hope for the best. Yes, it's true, there could be days there'll be nothing. It really does happen, and we've had it before a few times, and this is the way it is. So if you just like to click on the pinned comment, you will see that departures are not available to the public. So you sit back, relax, and hope for the best, and hope that you don't get rained on, blown away by the wind, snowed under, collecting dry rain, rain that you can pick up, and all other stuff. The Cheesemeister, how you doing? Hope you're good. Oi oi to you as well. Who said that? Mark Head, how you doing? Oi oi. Biggles Wade Massive, Bat Purple LEJ Approach, Tim Gooch. How you been, man? Dave Holloway, spot on. Have I done that? Have I put Milden in instead?
Yeah, that's got quite a spot around here,
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
They might notice if I walked out wearing it.
I think some of the display stands are going to notice a few things.
Yeah.
Something coming back? They're not far, are they?
One tank that went out, I think was always they come in about that. I think if we finish that early, it'll be alright.
At least you got to see all the takeoffs today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sometimes you do. Is it? Sometimes you do come and it's like.
Well, because it's you've got to get up early. Or you guys get a bit early, don't you? So
you've got them all today.
I normally watch. I think you put on there upcoming. It said 9:15, then you put it to 8:15. I kept watching to see what you were going to say. Whoa, you know, 8:15, I'll be alright then. Then you never know with that, do you?
Yeah, no.
You do that as well, yeah. Check this timing, that's what I do.
Well, I just went by to see what was going on. Yeah.
A little less windy than it was the other day when you were at Mildenhall.
That was probably one of the most punchiest I'd come across that. But one thing I've noticed, I've been getting really good at securing the kit with all of it. So it's taught me how to, you know, secure the kit. Oh, were you there when I ordered this?
Oh, the new bar.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
It fits. I'm well happy with it.
You weren't sure it's going to be the right one, were you?
Yeah, I totally forgot. I should have realised. But you can actually extend these or shorten them anyway, as long as the fitting is correct, which it was. So we're back. So yeah, that's one thing it's taught me, is how to secure and work in the rain, the wind, the storms.
Yeah, I was watching you at Mildenhall. I thought he ain't going to be there too much.
No.
Because then we were in Ipswich, in our back garden, we've got one of the palm tree type.
Yeah. It was really strong. I mean,
Yeah,
you get 30 miles an hour winds, but it was a really strong 30 miles an hour wind. It's hard to explain. It was just really punchy.
It was cold as well.
Yeah. That doesn't help either.
Just circling around there, though.
So, but I survived it.
Yeah.
I did all right. I survived it. I did as best as I can.
That's a
You know.
Watch you a lot, mate.
Thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
It's not over. There's normally the North Sea in it. So
Right, how we doing? Hope we're all good. So hopefully our arrivals aren't going to be too long now. It's always nice to go into the weekend from a dose of Lakenheath. It really is. It's always nice, and but lately the fashion is just F-35s on Fridays at the moment. I mean, I'm not saying that's a pattern to go by. It's just the last 3 weeks. This is the third week that we've come in. It's just F-35s.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they did.
I'm wondering if that's going to be here, so here. Oh, yeah. I agree that they should have.
And again, just a quick reminder, if we can, I know we've got a bit of a catch up to do. If we can get 1,000 likes before we finish up, that would be amazing. Again, if you've got any, I'm always here live for a quick Q&A.
Yeah, they'll put gate 2 unless I'm trying. No, it's the same.
So I think we've had quite a few. I think we've had quite a few new viewers today. Well, just to give you an idea, obviously it's not going to be a full show today. It's going to got a feeling of a short show. Just to give you an idea of what to expect in all our shows is our Teducation aspects. I'll see if I can get a better lighting for it. So this obviously we get all your noise from the base. This explains the closing speed of how the 109s got round taking on the mighty B-17, because although movies will probably give you an idea that it just takes a few bullets to take down a B-17, it actually took quite a few hundred to take one of these down. Of course it depends where you attack it, and well, they worked out that the pilot was the just takes one bullet, right? I know it sounds very morbid, but that's what they worked out. But the only problem is the 109's cannons at the time were accurate to 200 meters. Well, this is just an example of 450 miles per hour. So 270 on the 109, a 180, sort of an average bombing speed. I know it could be faster. I'm just saying, just put that as an idea of 450. Is 200 meters per second. So if that's correct, then they've only got 1 second to fire. But then they'll collide. So what they did, they ended up increasing the accuracy to 400 meters. So it gives them 1 second to fire. Not that they probably would, probably do half a second and get out of there. So just to give you an idea what you got to look forward to in Teducations, I'm just going to run it through. These are air divisions and how the 8th Air Force structured their markings. I hope you can see that okay. I've done the 2nd Air Division, the 1st Air Division. I've done the 2nd with the circles, why they did it in that way, the 3 divisions, what fighter groups allocated who, what all the meanings are. You've got the squares there for the Mildenhall, the 100th Bomb Group, so it will tell you they were part of the 13th Bomb Wing, and because it was a square, that tells you it's part of the 3rd Air Division. The history of the United States Air Force roundels. Actually, this one I will go through. The DART system on the F-35, anything F-35 that I come across in my Teducation, I will show you. You may see, depending if you catch the light, and if you're fortunate enough to see one of these up close and personal, maybe at air shows, or for those amazing photographers out there that catch this, there's quite a lot of you that really have amazing sharp lenses and the way you capture the F-35. You may notice these sort of like randomly polygon shapes. They can look like mirrors if you catch it in the right light, or bits of glass. There's actually the DAR system, and there's 6 of them. There's one there, all right, by the ladder where I showed you. There's 2 here and 2 on the other side, so 2 in front of the cockpit, 1 on where the ladder is, 2 on the starboard, and then 1 at the back. I haven't drawn it on here because I couldn't remember whereabouts it was, but there's 1 on the top. They're not regular shaped, they're not the same, okay? It's part of the DAR system. DAR system is actually an ANAAQ-37, and what they are, they're 6 distributed aperture system. It's an infrared. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Looks like an F-35 sandwich from me. Shall I put that there and have that in a sec on? Thank you. Been fed, watered, everything here. That is a mighty beast, that one. So yeah, so the DAR system, what it does, it's 6 infrared aperture system. It's infrared for day or night as well. It gives situational awareness on top of the EOTS system that I just said. But what this does, this actually is continuous situational awareness. And what it does, it's already tracking every single vehicle. It's tracking any SAMs, any surface-to-air missiles. It's already locked onto them. So push of a button, it's see ya. It's already spotted enemy aircraft. So again, does it need to engage? It's up to the F-35, because that is the technology that it has. And we're talking over 160 kilometers away. We're talking a long way. You know, 2 reasons why they didn't choose the F-35C in Top Gun movie. 1, it's 1-seater, so wouldn't be very exciting. 2, there'll be probably no dogfighting because it would have already spotted them. The DAR system links up with the other DAR systems of other F-35s. It causes like a fusion, a bubble, a 360-degree protection and detection for all of them. It is actually remarkable. So that's something we talk about. We talk about radar cross-section, how radar return works as well. Remember RCS Jess? She's on here somewhere, or is she? No, not in here, she didn't make it. I've taken the liberty of drawing engines for you to have a look at. The PT6, which appears at Waddington. Airflow, when I need it. Airflow, angle of attack. There's an angle of attack, if you can just about see that. I hope you can. What else we got? Why an aircraft sweeps because of the sink. The Typhoon's situational awareness as well, how that works. How to build a Eurofighter, why not, in case you need to. The Black Buck raid. Notice I've got some spare bits in here. The Blisk, how ADSB works, why you can't see it. What else we got on here? A flame out. Is that a flame out? No, not a flame out. A compressor stall. Sorry, it's a compressor stall, this one. Airflow, drag. What else we got in here? Oh, the Pappy lights, how the Pappy light works. Oh, this one's cool. This is quite a good one. So I've taken the liberty of drawing a Spitfire, an F-16, F-22, F-35, F-15 and Typhoon, I think I can see there, to give you an idea of the length compared to each other. I know it's a bit of a whoa, make you a bit cross-eyed there, but it gives you an idea. So of all our fighters, including Spitfire, I thought I'd put a Spitfire. It is a fighter, but not a jet fighter, of course. The longest that we have is the F-15E. It's 63 feet and 9 inches, which, believe it or not, it's the same length as the C-47 Dakota. What else have we got on here to show you? Oh yeah, full length of the Pappy lights. The localizer, all the dimensions of the localizer, how far it spans out. There's a few facts there which I learned. The Boeing Fortress markings of the Royal Air Force. There's quite a bit in here for you to look at. Evolution. Okay, these are not mine, these ones, but I thought I'd print it for reference. The evolution of the B-17. Just stuff that helps me along the way. It's a nice picture of a Phantom that I drew when I was 12, I think. The oboe system that the Royal Air Force used, how that worked. Cat and mouse station, sending a beam. The cat station will send this beam of where the target is up to a maximum radius. I say that's 271 miles per hour. The idea is the cat and mouse. I mean, this is really brief, okay? I'm not gonna, this is not, it's just to give you an idea of what to look forward to in the future. The cat station would send this beam, and the, let's say a Mosquito would follow from north to south. Okay, and what that would do, it will wait for the mouse station to beam over the target. All right, so the Mosquito is following this track, waiting for the mouse station where it intersects the cat station, and that's where you drop the bombs, etc. Again, linked with that is the Lorenz beam, early ILS, the beam approach system, sending a Morse code of dots here and dashes, and if you link them together, they make one continuous tone. You got the Knickerbein, Battle of the Beams, how they used, okay, so you've got dots on one side, dashes on the other, put them together, one continuous tone, that's called the equisignal. Well, they thought one ahead. Why don't they do dots on one side and dashes on the other, where you're going to drop your bombs? And that's how the Germans were so accurate at dropping bombs in fog, dark weather, night skies. The Exirat, how ILS works. Tyres, so I do get asked about tyres. Early bombing, what was considered the most effective and daring way to drop bombs under fire. What else we got? Typhoon, what it's built, how it's built with, or what it's built with. Little random TEDx drawing there. Is that a MD? Eurojet engine. Flight, how things fly. Lift. And Lincolnshire. It's just bits and pieces that we go through on the channel. If you're new to the show, you're welcome. Welcome to our show.
You got it react?
So those are what you got to look forward to.
If it goes ahead this year. What's going on there?
Yeah, I know.
Probably if I can get this right, I don't know. Too got to go there and back.
Yes, the son-in-law's son is a RAF.
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm all good.
Tickets for this, and I looked at. He said they're free. He said we can give them. And I looked at it.
Thanks, man.
As you said, and then try and get even David. He stays in travel lodge. He said he has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to beat the traffic.
Yeah, to get in.
To get in, to get out. I was talking to this gentleman here. He said, when I was in Israel, early in the morning, you get to Israel, in Paris, and you'd sit there for 2 or 3 hours waiting. And they'd feed you in to the airship. Yeah, it is.
Yes. I like to do the whole day there.
You need
Well, he doesn't go inside, he's in the campsite.
do the 4 weeks.
First of all, I watched it he was in the campsite. Just about right. You saw a tank car.
It's just says on one old watch.
I think there's something coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh no, yeah.
There's no one like going, is it?
Well, I looked at it with the wife.
Ladies and gents, Teddy Bears. I'm just going to have a quick 5 minutes and have something to eat. See ya.
It's all right. Nothing.
Oh, cheers, man. Thank you. You're right.
Yeah, all good, mate.
Good.
Drove in there and I just picked up a touch of it. I shouldn't have a tea in there. Yeah, but I used to get breakfast for me and a cup of tea. Stuff coming everywhere. Yeah, well, when we came in, I saw the cars parked in. I said to your wife, I said, there's a lot of that will be morning traffic for the people watching before you go to work that hadn't seen it out at all. Because you can see here, car park. Oh, yeah, there's
No, if it's east of this, it's going to be 09. It's always been the case. What's the spring called?
Yeah, like self.
Yeah.
That's what one guy up there was saying about them coming back early because they get the bank holidays like we do. All the way up until so they have a bank holiday. They just jump on the train and go wherever they like. When we were going to move back to the States, I think my wife did all the paperwork. She was trying to get hold of him one day. I said, yeah, we'll put you on hold for this and that. We realised it was a bank holiday until it was tough. The house didn't sell, we didn't go for it. Pulling up and you're still here. Some new bits in the greenhouse and that's where we've got some new bits in. Couldn't work it out last year. I've got some sweet corn. You know what, I really
Bravo for initial. Sun's coming back.
Bravo's over there. Point Bravo.
Bravo.
Yes, over there. And did you ever hear Delta? It's over there. Oh, you know that, Nick? No.
So what's what?
B, Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
Right. Thank you.
I didn't know about Bravo until I looked at a map last week.
Oh, right.
So literally in line with that, with the police car, be somewhere over there. It's cool. I love learning new stuff. So I knew where Delta was and Charlie, and I thought, well, I just guessed it would be somewhere over there. Right, I'm back. How we doing?
Bravo's up there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, yeah, we trained before when actually travelling.
Oh, right. We were out there one of the commander of one of the flights back Finny, I think, yeah. And he was coming up, and he went round.
Okay, get ready. Right, get ready, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Our first arrival's coming up. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh,
Two come in.
Oh, I see
hope for a low approach.
a low one, Dick.
How low are we going to go? If. Just get into position. Oh, here we go. Oh, what was that? To replay that. Was that a bird avoidance, that little flick there just before it did that? It was something I've not seen before like that. You can see the DAR system there in front of the cockpit. 2 of 6 of the dust cameras. Yep, bird avoidance, that manoeuvre, that was, I thought so, that was really amazing reflexes. If you watch the replay and just see that sort of buck the aircraft, it's the best way I could think of it. That was amazing. Reactions were just relentlessly, thank you for confirming that. Have a look at that on the replay on its first approach, that buck. You see the elevators pull up and it did a little buck there. That was amazing reflexes. You could just about see the... and it was probably about the right scale as well, the perspective. Because sometimes you can see birds on the screen and you think, oh God, that was close, but they're actually quite far away. But this one was about right. That was amazing. I don't know if... Al, did you see that? Where it bucked? Missed the bird. Jumped.
I didn't actually know.
Yeah, flipped. Everyone's seen it. It was that was amazing. I've never seen that before. The elevators just went up and it went over the bird. It was whoa. Huh.
Wow. Okay.
That was
I didn't even like
reflexes.
That's
Reflexes.
Really
Just inhuman. That one. Amazing.
I was trying to follow it, it just vanished for a second, so I'm assuming that's what happened.
It just bucked a little bit and then carried on, and then it, yeah, they all seen it on the show. It was there.
Yeah, we've seen it both. Yeah.
I missed that, because I got one photo and then it just wasn't there.
Yeah. You might see it on your photos when you get home on a screen. You might be able to see it. Replay that for myself when I get home. I can see it on the larger screen. That's I mean, I think yesterday's video had a bird avoidance from Waddington. It was an F-35, and these pilots are 110% just, you know, with their situational surroundings, just so vigilant constantly for anything like that. You know, they're just coming into land, but still. And again, we all heard that distinctive howl. So you won't hear that. I haven't heard it, and I've been going to Marham quite a lot. Never heard it on the F-35B. It is a different engine. It is a part of the F-135 family, but of course, it does have a different system. It's probably the correct way. So although a Pratt & Whitney F-135, it does have a Rolls-Royce lift system, which involves the lift fan itself, the shaft, the auxiliary air intake, the roll post, all that kind of stuff that's connected to the front. We're talking nearly double the size of a PW100. The F-35B has the PW600, and I think because of the different airflow into the F-35B, I think it doesn't have that howl. Same build on the exterior, but just doesn't howl. It's really amazing. One day maybe we'll be shocked and hear it, because of course it's not always in Stovall mode, but it just goes to show maybe that, because the F-35A, I never told you this before, I've told you many times on our Coningsby streams, the Typhoon has a S-duct system on the intakes. The F-35 has similar, but it's more of a lateral way of doing it. It's a serpentine intake, all right, and they do that for a low radar return, because the worst places for a high radar return are inside the intakes, okay, bouncing around in there, and of course the heat from the engine, but also the cockpit as well. But the intakes has a serpentine or serpentine, depending on if you're part of the, you know, if you're with Wingy or Joanna Lumley, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking because of the lift fan, maybe it affects the airflow in there to make that sound. But there we go. I'm all right, but thank you. Oh, okay then. Lovely. Oh, thank you. The traditional supply of stotties. Oh, well, I'll try. Oh mate, watch back on the stream on that first approach. I don't know if you've seen it. No. Bird jumped over it. Really? The F-35 did a little buck manoeuvre. I've never seen anything like that. The elevators just went. The F-35 just went boing. Really? I've never seen that before. Skills.
The first one I was trying.
Just before the howl. Just before the howl it did that.
And I got only
that was amazing. I love the cap.
You know how
I do, man. So what we got? 6 left to go?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think we're going to go with Mildenhall.
Yeah, that'll be it after the that'll be it. Mildenhall's a good shout.
Yeah.
We'll get some
Well, while we're this way, rather than go
make the most of it, man.
Yeah, lovely.
Make the most of it.
Deck chair it.
Yeah, it's a lovely day for it.
Yeah.
Video in mods of it. Have a look. A quick look at that. Oi, oi. Yeah, if you look at yesterday's video, because we do post daily, don't forget to click that notification bell button. I know for those that watch YouTube are probably thinking, oh yeah, notification bell button, but seriously, if you don't want to miss out on our latest and greatest live streams, videos and shorts, then do click that like button. You can click the like button as well, but the notification bell button, because if you do click it, it does give you options. If you set it to all, that way you won't miss out. We do post, like I said, daily, literally, regularly. Even when we're not streaming, there'll be something going on. And members, do you know what? got a little behind the scenes video for you. I'll try and remember to post it over either tonight or the weekend. Just a little thing that you may not know, or what I do, because I've noticed that not many people know the setup when I go and what I have to do to get to Hull Beach. So I did a little quick video of how I have to you know, go past Gandalf and the dragons and the mines and Mordor. Yeah, so okay, so let me just clarify something. Okay, so who's put that there? Let me just put that for the person that put divertless intake. Who put that? Let's have a look.
There you go.
There we go. Just in case they are using entering Point Charlie, which I can't see at the minute. That light there. Just had that sun right in my eye. I'll talk to you a little bit about the divertless intake, because it's something different for you. It is, but the actual intake is it's actually a serpentine style. But I'll talk to you about the boundary layer. So the divertless inlets are actually the bulges in front of the intakes, and I'll talk to you about that in just a sec. I might even be able to show you my diagram or an experiment. So yeah, that's actually a different thing, that. So the S duct and the Serpentine are very similar, and I'll talk to you about them in just a sec. I'll show you the Typhoon and the F-16 and the F-35, because they're two different things in some ways, and I'll show you a little bit about it. Pretty clever. How we doing, ladies, gents? Teddy bear, sorry about that. Just whacked into the source at 4 that have come back. So, excuse me, let's have a look if I've got the right diagrams to show you for this one. So someone mentioned the divertless supersonic inlet or intake. I'll show you about that. So there's a couple of things regarding that, and then I'll talk to you about the S-duct and serpentine system and the whole point of that as well. It's quite clever. Let me show you, maybe this might be able to... Let's have a look, maybe these 2 pages. Okay, so I want you to imagine aircraft going through the air. Actually, probably this diagram, it's not the best diagram because it wasn't made to be for that. But if you have a look at this diagram, you'll notice these red lines there. When aircraft is going through the air, okay, the air sticks. I want you to imagine air like fluid, okay, because it sticks, and I'm going to show you a little example of what's going on here. So when the aircraft, this Typhoon for example, is going through the air, there's a layer that actually sticks to the whole of the aircraft. This is like a low pressure draggy air, and in aviation this is called the boundary layer. So it can actually cause lift as well, but I'll talk to you about that on another day. But it sticks, okay. Now, to show you that in action, to show you the boundary layer, if anyone's nearby, they might get wet, might need an umbrella. Everyone's looking around. I haven't done this in ages. Normally I've got bits of paper everywhere. But to show you the boundary layer in action, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to use my flask, okay? I want you to imagine this air. You should be alright, hopefully it doesn't splash. But I want you to imagine this is our aircraft, this is air, it sticks, okay? So you can see that. Normally you'd think that the water would just run down on the edges, but what this does, it actually sticks to the surface all the way around, and that's called a boundary layer. All right, now what is the problem with that? Well, let's have a look at our Typhoon. Okay, so the Typhoon's going through the air. I'm going to use the Typhoon first because someone mentioned the divertless supersonic system. So the air's going in the intakes, okay. When the air gets to the first stage of the fan, there you go, convenient fan. I haven't got my engine today. If you've got draggy low pressure air hitting the top and then the normal flow of air hitting the bottom, the high pressure, that is gonna, there is actually a word for this, and I can't remember the word, what it's called. It's a nice scientific geeky word, probably a bit early for 10.7, Go on.
Bernoulli's principle. Bernoulli's principle.
No, it's the two types of pressure air hitting.
Oh.
You know, there's a word for that. No, I know what you mean. It's where they join together. Yeah, I know that one. But there is a word when you got low pressure hitting one part and high pressure. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make this up. Differential airflow. There you go. It will actually damage the engine. What you want is a constant airflow. But yes. So you will damage your engine, and also supersonic air actually damages the engine as well. There's our fan spinning happily. But if I was to blow on it, it's going to have two different flows, so it's going to rattle. All right, so this isn't good for the engine. So it's a bit like that. It's got high pressure and low pressure air hitting. All right, now supersonic air is dangerous inside an engine, because it will start causing shock waves and it won't be able to handle it and compress the air. So you have what's called a diverter. However, first of all, the whole point of this diverter, boundary layer diverter, is to stop that draggy air hitting. And even the F-16 has it as well. The F-16 has this splitter diverter, this gap between the fuselage. Can you see that gap? You can probably see it on the Typhoon as well, even more maybe. Can you see that scoop, that splitter there? It's to stop the boundary layer. And in the real world, these are drilled and grilled. They've got tiny little holes in there to suck up any last remaining boundary layer. So now you know how that works, okay? Now, the other thing as well, if you've got intakes on the bottom, you are more prone to having radar waves going in there. All right, so what you don't want to do is to show your engines. Okay, so if you look inside the Typhoon inlets, you can't see the front stage of the compressor, which causes heat, which radars love. So what you do what's called an S duct, where you have your engines sat higher up, let's say. So that's going to hide your infrared signature, shall we say. So that's what that is. But the F-35s doesn't have that splitter. It has what's called a divertless supersonic intake, and it's these bulges here that do the job. They nearly did that on the F-16 by having this. Okay, they nearly had the F-16's intake. I've seen it as a prototype of it. Have a look at it, or DSI for short, divertless supersonic intake. So it has these bulges that actually cleverly get rid of the boundary layer. So that's what you don't want in there. Now the serpentine style is literally the same as an S duct, except it goes in like a serpentine, all right, like a snake, snakes its way in. All right, so that's the difference between the two. And I hope no one got wet down there, but that's fine. I'm still here. Everyone's smiling, so that's all right for now. After the stream, there we go. So that's I think I got a round of applause. All right. Anyway, cool. Here we go.
One right above you.
Oh gosh, here we go. Is it? Oh my word. What's this doing? Mowing the lawn? God, look at this. Pressure and the high pressure meeting together.
I had no clue.
No, that was it. That was no. You got it right.
I did. Right.
There's a word for the what's the word? It's something hitting something at different speeds. The actual hitting the engine. It's more of the damage. It's more of the engine damage. I was trying to think of.
I don't even know if that's
differential damage. That.
Yeah.
But no, you're right about the low pressure and the high pressure meeting. It's
a very common thing in F1, and it's used the same.
Yeah, no, it's spot on. You were spot on to say that. But I was thinking of the word, the damage. There's a word for the damage on that fan, and I couldn't remember the name of it.
Drag.
There is that. Draggy differential damage. There you go.
Yeah, make up a nice
Triple D. Yeah, we'll call it the draggy differential damage. So we've got left 4 more.
Just the two, another 2 I think.
These 2 and then
Another 2, yeah, another 2.
yeah. Cool. I'll wait for them to get lower. So they're simulating a flame out, so they're doing a PFO. This is called it. These are quite exciting. Taking the F-35 10,000 feet high and dry, called high key. Can be 9,000. I think it's anything higher than 7,000 to 10,000 feet. And the idea to simulate this, by the way, the pilot's actually going to put this in idle. Now, flame out is not a stall. The engines are still spinning and running. They're just not combusting. Adding and inducing it and injecting more fuel is not actually going to do anything. It's a bit like your boiler at home. The pilot light's gone out. That kind of thing. The compressors are spinning. Just nothing combusting in there now. Right, what have we got here? I can just about see it. They are quite exciting to see. Look at that, oh gosh. Okay, get ready. they see all the AA here.
Sam? Sam?
They are absolutely impressive to watch. These pilots are just outstanding.
I hope so. I just think
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
they're doing the top 500, how come they're down to 94? 409. Oh, 409.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people wanting to launch their boiler 10,000 feet. Okay, a new disclaimer: if your pilot light goes out on your boiler, oh dear, it'll be on the news. There's been an increase of boilers been found that have been launched 10,000 feet. Oh, I love that. I think last week it was the bump starting the cars at 10,000 feet. So I think we've got, I think there's 2 more to go. Is it 2 more? I hope so. How you doing, man? All right?
Yeah, good, you alright?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Good enough for that sun, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. You okay?
Yeah, good, mate, thanks.
Did you catch any this time?
No, we've only got here about an hour ago.
Okay.
So we've been away for a week, so we got on the way back.
On the way back, yeah.
We were going to come last night, but I'm glad we didn't actually, because we'd have parked the other side of the runway. So we'd have parked there first thing this morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
Keeping all right, yeah?
good, mate.
Good. Nice one. That's good.
That's like you're endless.
Yeah, it's been a good day. Been good. Been some good flying.
Any more up there, or are they different?
I think there's 2 more to go. Two somewhere out, I think. I couldn't. I've lost. I know it was only 8. Yeah, it was only 8.
That's a good morning then.
Yeah, it was only 8 that went out, but I can't remember. There should be 2 more. I did quite a few circuits that I lost track.
Oh yeah, you alright?
We'll find out in a bit. Hey man, how you doing? All right? You okay? How you doing? Okay, you all right? You all right? Yeah, you too. You okay? Oh, cool. Thanks.
We're just down.
Sorry, thanks, man. Take care, mate. You all right then?
Yeah, good. Any F-15s?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think this should be it. Yeah, I think this should be it.
We've got some good news.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been good. Yeah, let me come down. Give me a sec. Let me come down.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Let me go and get Ted. I know that's who you really want. I know that's who you really want.
Don't see you.
No worries.
T-shirt on.
You can have that. Yes, I think it's 2 left. How I've lost count. Only 8.
Yeah,
There's still 2 left, right? I know. It was only 8, and I'm still struggling. Yeah.
yeah, lovely. It's impressive. It's impressive, isn't it, as well?
I'm on my own. I need the number of admins. So if I don't get it.
Oh yeah.
When you sit interested in bed, it's like there's so many comments you could have
What one is it?
I'll just sit there making photos.
No, we popped up to they've been for a few weeks.
Anyway, nice.
All right, buddy. You take care.
I said to
See ya.
should go more.
So I believe we've still got 2 left to go, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Hope you're enjoying it and getting ready for your weekend. And like I said, it's always good to go into your weekend from here. Margot, thank you very much for the super. Towards Ted's Salmon Bagels. Thank you very much. Regards much to you. Focus Photography. High five. Thanks for joining the Ted Coningsby Squadron. You can hear that flag. Whiskey Wobbler, high five and a guards march as well. Thank you for joining our squadron as well. Thank you very much. New members on the scene. Gary Lockton, high five and a guards march. Thank you so much for gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. Sneaky Josh, member for 10 months. Good morning all. Oi, oi. Bobby, thanks a lot for the super. Guards march to you. Thank you very much, Bobby. Hope you're well. Still Sex 69, member for 21 months. I wish everyone a beautiful weekend. Well said. Always. Neil Osborne, member for 39 months. Wow, thank you. Looking forward to Costa send it. Oh yes. The Lundy Gruffalo, member for 39 months. Morning all. Beautiful day for it. By the way, shouldn't the tagline say EGUL? Yes, it should, and it's been corrected since then. So thank you for that. Margot, thank you very much for the super. Guards March. Perez Batman Bush, member for 32 months. Guards March. Lots of love to my wife on our 22nd wedding anniversary today. Also 32 months with the fantastic aviation family. Thank you very much. Guards March. The Battle Purple, thank you very much for the super. And Margot, high five, thank you for the super. Guards March. The Cheese Meister as well, a Guards March to you, 25 months. Oi, oi, it's been a while. Have a good one. Have a good one as well, Cheese Meister. And Deister, thank you very much for the super. Oi, oi, to all the TCS she's put. Thanks for 10 wonderful months with you. Always brightens my day. Love the channel, Nikos, Ted, Claire, Moss. Thanks, Guards March to you. Babzar, high five. Thank you so much for gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. Guards March to you. Leah the Leo, high five. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our Ted Coningsby Squadron. Lots of new members today. Love it. Also Mayhem Marshy, 38 months membership. Have a great weekend, everyone. Absolutely well said. Everyone wishing everyone a great weekend. I think that's the way it should be.
See you soon.
See ya.
Sometimes you hear start up. Oh, does it?
Really good shots.
Oh, those were the keys, wasn't it? Oh, I thought you were shooting.
Oh yeah.
But that is correct. That is assuming that the two are coming back. Or unless they've gone for a refuel. Mind you, I think the last two were quite late due to the one of them just waiting for a spare, I think, if it was that one.
Because he didn't want the whole day. I'm surprised he's not got himself up. I think that
1st of May today,
they took it to sale.
tax day.
Ah, yeah.
Official.
So I'm going to give you
Yeah.
Nice. You're right. Yeah, you good?
Lead straight.
Good. I think it's 2 left. 2 left to go. I think. I know it sounds silly. It was only 8, but when you get low to circuit, it's kind of like. Oh.
You alright?
Yep. Yeah, thank you. That sounded worse than what it was. It's alright. It's just my good old Sterling, that's fine. Which now needs a repair. That's fine. A little bit of glue on the old Sterling, that
Yeah,
should
when
do
it's
it. Yes, don't stand on a Sterling model, it's not good. How are we doing, ladies, gents and teddy bears? Hope we're all good. It's been a nice, sweet and neat day already. Hope we're all well. Welcome to the show and welcome 1st of March, first day of the month, a new month. And hope you all have an absolutely superb weekend into the new month. Don't forget, it is Bank Holiday Monday. And don't forget, our new hoodies are out and lots of other new lines are coming out throughout the year as well, so do look out for them as well. It's been a wonderful day. You can hear people having fun and a good time, and that's what it's all about. People just enjoying the day, relaxing, having fun, eating burgers and the smell of jet fuel. Can't beat it. It is, or salmon if you're a bear. But yeah, lots of car alarms that are dead. The RAC will probably be here in a minute. Mind you, we do get the AA quite a lot here, but anyway, no worries. Anyway, more of on another note. But yes, do check out our website, tedconingsby.co.uk, for our latest and greatest hoodies and merchandise. We've got patches, we've got t-shirts, key rings, some new key rings coming out, and a new patch or patches possibly coming out later on in the year. More t-shirts to come. We've had a bit of a change of supplier, so there's a delay on some of them at the moment. Some of them where you thought, oh, where's that one gone? It'll be back. It's just coming out. And then some new t-shirts as well. We've got a new t-shirt out actually, our Lest We Forget ones as well. They're really nice as well, so check it out. It's all good. But yeah, just waiting for 2, I think. That's if they are coming back, who knows, but that's the way it is. Hope you've all enjoyed it. It's always good to come here for me, ending the week, just, you know, with a bit of fun, and that's where it always is. And I'll tell you what, this week it was nice to get back to Mildenhall. It felt back to normal in some ways. There's a bit of normality, especially with all the things that are going on, but it was nice to be back. Good old KC-135s doing their thing. Absolutely amazing to see the heavies. Really, really good. And yeah, looking forward to doing more next week. Bit of a puzzle for me next week. It will be revealed next week, so again, make sure you click that notification bell button so you'll be notified of where we are. It's going to be a bit of a challenge next week. There's quite a few little things that I've got my eye on, just trying to make sure they don't overlap. That's any worry, but if they do, they do. If they don't, right on. All is good. Some lovely bikes here as well today. All good. So we're just going to wait for potentially the 2, and yeah.
Hey? There's nothing to do.
How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good. Can we go on the chats for a minute? So over there. Christopher Carr, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, all good. Just waiting for our last two. Just think they're coming back very soon. You alright, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All is good. Thanks a lot, Chris Boxham. Thank you very much for the update. 1,000 likes today, which is great. Absolutely superb. Look at these two very different roles, all for protection there. Did you just see that? The AWCU vehicle, the Airfield Wildlife Control Unit, going one way, and then the RAF Lakenheath Fire Department going the other. Nice little transition there. Go unrestricted drive off.
That's the first one since
Yeah. fixed, done, bit of glue, sorted. Mind you, it's good weather for it, isn't it? So our two F-35's not far now to return. Oh yeah, and high key as well up there. Here we go. So point Charlie, come round, and then hopefully right over here.
Yeah.
Have you ever had them go right over this bit here, right over there? Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
Well good.
Oh yes.
Oh, hello.
Okay, get ready, here we go.
That's what I mean, yeah.
So we're going to be entering Point Charlie into downwind, low approach, and then into high key. For those that don't know, the high key for here, you can only have 4 carrying out a PFO, a precautionary flame out, which is like a simulated, where they go, flame out. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. One of them definitely is going to go into high key. Now the whole point of that is to practice a flame out. Now an aircraft's worst enemy is gravity. However, when you've only got the one engine and that one engine is not working very well, then it's gravity that's going to favour the victor. However, if you do have a flame out, it's not a stall, it's where the engines are still spinning, still turning round. But it's just not combusting the fuel, so everything's spinning, injecting the fuel, more fuel is just going to flood it, it's not really going to do anything. So what you need to do, you need to kind of like a bump start it, you need to get a lot of air in there, scoop up loads of air and try to restart it. The objective is to try to restart it, not to land it. Simulate it, the pilot will put the aircraft into idle, and then obviously you'll hear it bang in a minute. This looks like a scene out of Top Gear, look at this! give you the best possible chance to restart your engine, to scoop up in that air if you have a flame out. So if you've got a flame out, you're going to need to be fortunate you are at least 7,000 feet to do this, and the idea is to turn the aircraft into almost like a glider, scoop up the air and try to restart it. That is the objective. Again, just to confirm, it's not a stall. Stalling is a bit of a misconceptive word, really. I mean, you can have a wing stall for one, but an engine stall completely different to a flame out. The Typhoon's engine, the EJ200 engine, actually has a auto start system where a pilot probably wouldn't even know they've had a flame out. The engine's very clever system will naturally restart it automatically, without even the pilot probably even knowing it happened, but it's a different system. So there will be high and dry right above us in that sharp light, but I'm going to leave that for a minute. I'll just catch him on the turn. Okay, I've got visual on one of them anyway. I had visual on one. It's really hard with that sunlight to. You know, when you haven't got a bit of cloud to have a reference point, when you're just going to try and zoom it in on harsh light, it's a bit like the same scenario as yesterday. That was nice.
That was good. That was good. That was for the viewing area, that one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
35 on the go. We're coming back.
we go. That's all of them back, all safe and sound, all is good. It's time for the weekend. Well, a great day. Excellent.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey man, have a good one, yeah? You enjoy. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Okay. Have a great weekend. Yeah, man. Enjoy your weekend. Hey, you take care, alright? Take care. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today. It's been a absolutely cracker of a week. Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. Absolutely, totally agree. And I hope you've all enjoyed it. Let me just put these here again. Well, thank you very much, ladies, gents, Teddy Bears, for tuning in, and thank you as well. Thank you very much to Aviation Zone 1312, member for 3 months. Please put oi oi any F-15s today. I doubt it very much today, I'm afraid. And Cox, thank you very much for the super chat. The sweeties and chucking for the bears, thank you very much. Tosh, thank you very much for the super as well. Guards March. Brian Acosta, thank you very much for the super. Gary, thanks a lot for the super as well. And May and Marshy with a lovely, have a great weekend everyone. But thank you very much for 38 months membership. Thank you very much.
What up? How doing, y'all? My name's Casey. How's it all going? Hope you good. What up? I'm from West Coast. Hope you all mighty fine on this fine day. Just come over from the 100th, just taking a quick break. I'm with my man over here. Where is he? I got my wingman because I work for the QA, Quality Assurance. That's right. Part of the Logistics Readiness Squadron. And I'm here with my man. That's right. My main man, AK, call-sign Moose. He flies a C-17. What up? How we doing? Yeah, how you doing there, Moose? You good? I'm all good. I'm mighty fine. Hey, what do you mooses eat? Do you eat snails? No, because I like my fast food, sir. That's very funny. I like that one. Yeah, that's very good. I like that. What else can you tell me? You always in the nice weather? Well, not really. I like the old, I like the... I don't know what that means, but yeah, hope you're good, man. Right, what we gotta do? Well, I can do with a nice operator on me, on my C-17. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Right on. Give me a high five, yeah. That's right. West Coast is how we do around here. What should we do this weekend? What should we do? We go to the moon? What's up on the moon? Well, there's a mighty fine restaurant on the moon. And my friend Reggie told me that some good views on the moon. What we gonna do on the moon? Well, I don't know, really. We can eat there. It's a restaurant. But I bet it's got no atmosphere. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Great views here. Hey, listen. I was talking to the boys the other day, and we noticed something. Did you eat all that chucking in the fridge? No, I didn't eat it in the fridge. I had it in the forest. Moose, come back here. Right, listen. Tell you what we'll do. We're gonna get some chucking. Yeah, we're gonna meet up with Reggie and the boys, yeah? Yeah, I got some mighty salmon as well in my old C-17. Oh, sounds good to me. Right, let's go. What up? Have a great weekend, y'all. Have a good weekend.
This is where I go into the weekend and finish. Right, that is us done.
Hello.
Ladies, gents and teddy bears, we are done and cooked and fried. Hope we're all good and well, and hope you enjoyed this week's bit of fun and action. And yesterday, when we packed up, got in the van, the the Chinook did come. It actually just popped out of the nowhere, literally. But never mind, it's all good because I filmed a little bit of it. So I'll get that edited. But listen, have an absolutely superb weekend. And 48 Fighter Wing, thank you very much for what you do. And all our members and viewers, thank you so much for tuning in this week. It's been absolutely amazing. And make sure you have the most amazing weekend. Big salute to all of our members and viewers. If you want to know more about membership, I'm going to put a little video in now. Automatically, it will just end the stream on its own with our YouTube membership. 3 levels of membership. Do support us. It really means a lot, and it helps us get around the country. And want to wish everyone a big thank you to those that are members as well. Ladies, gents, teddy bears, my name's Nikos. I've been your cameraman, historian and commentator. This is Squadron Leader Ted Coningsby. You've been watching the Ted Coningsby channel live here at Lakenheath. So for the last time for the week and the first time to the month, see you soon. Wish you well. See ya. Hit the button, Ted. Hit the button. That was that. I shall just hit the button. Oh, nice one.
I hope you got it.
Yeah, it did, mate. Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I was looking at my phone over there. There we go.
Oh yeah, ladies, sheds and teddy bears, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel membership. I'm Nikos, I'm your cameraman and commentator. This is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby. Just want to say a massive thank you to all our members. Guns up and oh yeah. Take it away, Ted. Ladies, sheds and teddy bears, we want to say a massive thank you to all of our subscribers for getting us to where we are today. We have gone all over the country, from as far as Lossiemouth to Bryce Norton, and military areas such as air weapons ranges, low flying areas, heritage centres and special flights for TED 2. We cannot do this without your support, and your support will be rewarded. You can now join the Ted Coningsby Squadron and help fund the channel to get us around the country and provide us with the funds for equipment to bring you better content too. We have 3 levels of membership to suit everyone. With your membership, you'll get access to members only videos, photos, posts, unlock special Ted Coningsby YouTube emojis and loyalty badges, as well as being able to access our exclusive members only Discord server. All membership levels reward you with discounts to our online store. Our top level Fighter Squadron was inspired by many of our fans who supported the channel massively. This is more of a personal experience with me and Ted, giving you exclusive live streams and content from behind the scenes photos, special info and updates, as well as a free Ted Coningsby Fighter Squadron patch for joining. Whichever membership level suits you, we want to say a massive thank you for choosing to join the Ted Coningsby Squadron. Ah, yeah.